What is up, chat? John here with a late stream. Sorry we didn't get to it at our normal time. There's a pretty good chance that we're going to be switching to these afternoon streams from in the near future. So if you're hanging out, thanks for dealing with the time switch. And if you're new to the show, because I don't usually stream this time of day, I'm John. This is Joyless Adventures, and we do some Pokemon TCG stuff. We chat about Pokemon news, and we just kind of hang out, and yeah, we just kind of chill. So without further ado, I am in a race for the dailies today, so we're going to go grab PikaRom. Certainly that and Rapid Strike Urshifu, some of the most consistent winners that I've been running recently. So I haven't done PikaRom for a couple of weeks, I don't think, and we're going to go grab it and see if we can squeeze out these wins in the next hour and a half. Zavbro18, welcome to the show. It's got that Venusaur card covers. Is you actually running a grass deck? What do you think, chat? Are we actually going to see a grass deck? That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay. Oh, Chatot. Okay. So this is the Decidueye line, it looks like. And I am trying to think how we would counter Decidueye with this deck. Grookey's. Grookey, you're not Decidueye. Oh my. Chat, what is going on here? We are really kind of in good shape here. That actually did more harm than good, I would say. Because we drew that boss, I guess we're gonna Marnie out of this. I had planned it on Dedenne switching. But this isn't the end of the world. Okay. We can go get one energy to the discard for that Tapu Koko later on. And we'll grab the PikaRom here. I'd love to have been able to use Mew, because he doesn't have weakness. We do run a Mew 3 in this deck. But given how infrequently I see this deck, I feel like we just have the stronger deck. So when you have the stronger deck, you don't need to overplay, you don't need to overstretch. Just do what your deck does, and we'll be fine here. So we'll chip for 150 this turn if we can grab our switch cards. We're gonna have to Marnie out, it would appear, although the speed energy might change things. There's our switch card. That's beautiful. So we will switch in the PikaRom. And we can... Yeah, we shouldn't need that Eldegoss in late game. I think we're just going to get rid of that energy. We're going to take our KO and accelerate our energy and do what our deck does. And that would be have 7 energy on the table while he has none. Which is a pretty good feeling, chat. That's pretty good. So we can do 250 damage this upcoming turn if we can get an energy on Boltund, which we have it in our hand, and a switch in. So that certainly feels good. We can also... Okay. Oh, okay. 200, huh? So at this point, a bit of a shame that we don't have switch in hand, but we can do our 160 damage and para, or as I said before, we can just continue accelerating energy. And I'm kind of digging the idea of just accelerating energy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we retreat him, he loses 1 energy here. So that's why we're only counting 7, 3, 6. We have 8 on the board, -1, 7. 210 plus 10 is 20. So yeah, we get exactly what we need for our KO here. We can live with that. And then we'll continue to not provide easy targets. So 220. How much energy do we have? We got 2 energy in the back here. So we can, in fact, go. We're not going to need another PikaRom. We can grab the Cocoa and accelerate a little more energy. Not that we actually totally need it, but never hurts to have more energy, right, chat? Boom, boom. We still have the Dedenne in the deck if we're forced to use that for a Dedenne switch, but if not, we'll go up 3 to 6, have a gazillion energy on our side of the board, and they'll have zilch 0 nada for their energy. I'm not sure what their deck's trying to accomplish here exactly, but whatever they're trying to do isn't what's happening. They're going to be able to go... Okay, so the Evo and the Rare Candy. So they're going to get their Voltage beat Rillaboom here. That should allow them to get 3 energy down, which still isn't enough to get their 220 attack off. No boss in the discard pile. So 2 extra energy we can hit for 250 here. That makes it an easy chip for pretty much anybody. We need our 3 prize cards, and they've only got 2 of these guys. So it would appear that we're going to have to play through the VMAX, which doesn't seem all that scary. They've dropped 2 of their bosses at this point, so they don't have a whole lot of gust support. So I do believe our play here is we'll play our speed energy to the Raichu. That gives him enough to launch his 250 attack. Unfortunately, they're not playing any special energy. We'll go see if there's anything, because we're throwing it away anyway. We'll go grab a GX, Mewtwo GX, and we're just going to throw him away with the Mewtwo switch here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're doing 310 damage here. Not quite enough, but that would be a great, absolutely fantabulous chip onto that Rillaboom if we're able to get it here. There's the boss. Boom. We're not, as we said before, we're not going to get our KO, so we'll take a swing at some of these energies. And we'll take a swing at another one of the energies. Oh yeah, back-to-back heads. Chat, I think we're probably going to get ourselves a quit here, early quit. Do the 130 plus. So I can do 230, 280. So he's going to get his KO here, but he's immediately KO'd in response. So good game. That's kind of cool. He does a lot of damage or whatever, but. GG, 1-0. Good start to the day. Gotta love that. Gotta love the quick 1-0 start. Thanks for tuning in, whoever's out there watching. It is good to see you. It's totally cool if you just want to keep lurking. But if you want to hang out, if you got some questions, if you want to battle on TCG, maybe you have no clue what's going on here, I am more than happy to kind of explain how Pokemon TCG works if you want to learn how to play. I love teaching people how to play. Actually, one of my favorite things to do on this channel. And like I said, if you're cool lurking, then keep on lurking. Bidoof coin. We're playing Dio. Dio claims he is very good at this. We shall see if he is the god of Pokemon or not. He's also got this PikaRom deck back here, guys. Check that out. We might be having a mirror match. You don't see a ton of PikaRom going around these days, honestly. So, kind of surprised to see that. Take a look at that, chat. The mirror match. PikaRom versus PikaRom. Dio, I think, chose to go first here, which is not the standard play with PikaRom. PikaRom usually prefers to go second. We have no psychic weakness, so if we have a chance, we'll go grab our Mew 3, which is a nice little advantage. That is a risk, because PikaRom can do 170 damage to the bench. That gives us a potential 5 prize card attack if we can get PikaRom overcharged. Boy, oh boy, look at his deck cycle. Go, Dio, go. You gonna be able to switch him up front? He Dedenne cycled. He has not yet played a support card, so he could potentially Marnie or Professor's Research to continue deck cycling. Oh, chat, he didn't have the switch. Okay, we are disposing of this hand at the end of the turn because we're using that Professor's Research. And that is a beautiful opportunity for us right there, chat. We'll play the Rye. We will go grab our Coco. And then got 2 Mew 3s and 2 PikaRoms. And I am convinced that we want the Mew 3. And I'm convinced that we have enough cycle power to get that other PikaRom onto the table in time for it to work. So, here we go. Do we get the PikaRom, chat? No PikaRom. However, we can try to knock that energy off. That is a beautiful thing. How much energy in the discard? Only 1. So we don't want to Tapu yet. We have the Marnie for next turn, so we can still cycle a little bit. I still believe we will find the card we need to in time. So here we go, chat. Thin out the deck. Accelerate that energy there. This is a slightly risky play. It's definitely aggressive, because if we don't find a PikaRom next turn, Mew 3 is not going to be able to do much of anything for us. But there's a reasonable chance that we're going to find our PikaRom next turn. So I'm kind of okay with that. He got his Coco acceleration. We're kind of in the unfortunate position of we're not going to have an energy, 2 energy in the discard pile, it doesn't look like. Things can change. We still got the speed energy to play, and we've got a whole Marnie for a new hand, so there's definitely the potential for changes in that still, but boy, oh boy, look at all those targets, the full bench in the back, chat. Okay, boom, 2-0, chat. I'm not updating this win column like I should be. There it goes. Take a look and see, chat. Boltund, the MVP. Riding a 4-game win streak. Feels nice to start off hot. A lot of times we come on here and man, we had like a 6-game losing streak the other day when I started, so that never feels good when you start off on a 6-game losing streak. But we went and grabbed one of the best decks that we play here. PikaRom has been one of the best decks in the format. It seems like forever. Now, it does have the problem right now with the bears running around, and we might be running into that right here. This guy's coin says he's going to be running single strike. We'll see if that comes to be true or not, but either way, if he's running either of the bears, that is a difficult matchup for us. Nicholas Nicholas. We got the swell. Oh, well, this is not how we want to start. Chat, this is not at all how we want to start. And we have... Okay, so we are running single strike Urshifu here. Good news, it's not rapid strike Urshifu. That would be a worse matchup. Bad news, he's going to hit us for double damage all game long, and there's not a thing we can do about it, basically. We can go grab Mew 3, when that will definitely be our play. We've got to go find a Mew 3. There's the psychic weakness. So play will be get Mew 3, take care of this Jirachi somehow, and then we can have the type advantage. But first things first, we've got to go find our Boltund and get our energy onto that Boltund. And that is very problematic right now, because that means throwing away a speed energy, which does not feel great. But the deck doesn't really start moving unless we can find ourselves said Boltund. Our deck runs 3 Boltunds, so that's good for us. Okay, so there's the quick ball for our Boltund. We'll start off by seeing if we can get lucky there. We'll take care of that energy. I'm not sure. He's going to be playing the single strike decks. Do I need to cycle? I have a switch. I have an energy. The hammer will be great for next turn. The swell's great for next turn. Eldegoss is an end game thing, and it seems like no matter how I play this, we're not getting Eldegoss to the end game. So we're going to go grab our pretty Boltund. We're not going to cycle here. We have the cards we need for now. Yeah, I'd love to see a Mew 3 actually, but oh, Marnie, you beautiful, beautiful person. That is very good, chat. That means we don't have to throw away the fan, which will be great against this. We don't have to throw away our hammer, and we can still cycle and hopefully find our Mew 3. And yeah, we keep that Chaos Swell in the deck as well to counter his stadiums. Crobat, meh. He has that fighting weakness. I hate to put him down there on the bench. So it would appear for now we're just going to accelerate on to PikaRom. We have our switch and our speed energy, chat. So we will get off a nice little chip as well as some more energy acceleration. And it would be a beautiful, beautiful thing if we could find that darned Mew 3. Wherever it's hiding, wherever it has gone, we could really use it just about now. He did get his Houndoom evolved, so that means next turn he can swing for instant KO on pretty much anything. Assuming the energy is fine, and yeah, it looks like his energy is in fine shape here. He's going to get his energy acceleration. Oh, no, he did not. He can accelerate 2 more energy. He's going to get the KO right here, right now on this Boltund, chat. And that is not going to feel good. Come up 10 damage shy on being able to KO the Jirachi while accelerating energy, and that also does not feel good. Yuck. Did they not find their energy as a prize? Oh, chat. We got a shot here. That was quite unfortunate for them. 10, 30, 50. So 20, 40, 60 for 120. Is that what he did there? 140. Okay. What do we want to do here, chat? I think we stay on script for now. Okay, so that certainly helps. We can we're going to run the Dedenne here to get a full, because we've got to play through this VMAX no matter what happens anyway. So we are going to switch in the PikaRom. We're going to force them to play this energy from hand. We slow down their energy situation. Put that back in your hand, buddy. And kind of hate to see us throw that boss away, but we really need the... Okay, there's the Cherish Ball for the Mew. We can also take a swing at another energy there. Another Tails, wouldn't you know it? Don't you know? We can go grab that Mew 3. Double boss in hand. Gonna accelerate the energy and get the big chip here. So this doesn't feel awful right now. That Jirachi is still problematic. At the moment we're at 170. Which actually means he can attack with what he has right now and get his KO here. So the smart play here, he doesn't... Oh, he filled his bench, chat. That was a mistake. Nicholas filling the bench there, which means he doesn't have to play anything to get this KO. Okay, and he doesn't. That is still the better play. But boy, oh boy, with 3, 4, 5, so I can get 150, 160... 170 and 160, if I'm not mistaken, chat, is 330. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 150, 160, and 170. Let me check here, chat. 6 and 7, yep, 13. Okay. Okay. So our play here is to keep the Mew safe, get our KO. And a Marnie while we're at it to thin that big ol' hand. Look at that. He got all these cards in his hand because he was smart and he didn't play it. Look! Oh, they all go to the bottom of his deck, chat. That's real unfortunate. I'm sorry, Nicholas. There's the KO. Now he still can accelerate 2 energy. He's probably going to get this revenge KO. And that is certainly not going to feel great. The question at this point becomes... Oh no, he still has to take his turn to evolve. What does he do, 30 damage? No, he has to get to 3 energy to do his 180. Wonder if I should have just held on to that boss there. Okay, we got Marnied. We could draw into the boss here potentially. No boss, unfortunately. Tower of Darkness in play. We still have our Chaos Swell in deck. Chat. 3, 4, 5 energy at the moment. So that's 150, 160. 3, 4, 5. So if I can get to 6, that gets me to 190, which would be our KO. So we just kind of need to deck cycle here. We already have the... Okay, so no discarding Rai gives us options as well. The potential 250 damage if we can get 5 energy on Mew 3. Speaking of getting more energy, how much do we have in the discard? We got 2 there, so we can grab Coco, and then we can go grab Dedenne. That all feels pretty good. It's Coco. You know, in one sense, I hesitate to bring out the Bolton because it's an easy target, but we've already got the Dedenne, who's an easy target. So I say we just go ahead and accelerate all this energy onto the field. Now we don't need anything else to KO this Crobat. We can do it with what's on the table. And we'll go ahead and do that, I guess, because I forgot that we can't play this quick ball without something else to discard. That's a misplay, chat. However, we're still in a decent position here. If he's able to boss up the Mew and accelerate all the energy, there's the potential for him to Oko that Mew 3 for game. One energy in the discard pile. Only 2 cards in hand. He's okay. Well, for some reason now he's decided that he needs to fill the bench. Oh, okay. No, he did not fill the bench. He just grabbed it for deck cycle. Really? Okay, chat. 3-endo, big bang there. That feels good. Not sure what was going on in his hand there, but he apparently didn't have what he needed. PikaRom, if you're unfamiliar, basically wins by just flooding our side of the deck with energy, and we play those hammers there to just make it real difficult for them to get anything going on their side. And really, by turn 2 or turn 3, you've already seen it a couple times, we can have 6, 8, 10 energy on the field by turn 3, while they can literally have nothing potentially. And that's not how you win Pokemon games, chat. You don't win Pokemon games by having 0 to 10 energy. Unless you got the 10, then that is how you win Pokemon games. We usually play morning to early afternoon, like that 11 to 2 o'clock range, running through noon more or less. We want to go second with PikaRom. So these are some fresh names for me, chat. I don't see these names a whole lot. And this is a solid start here. They're going to play an energy. We have a very good chance of hammering that energy away. We've got an energy of our own, and then a Marnie to cycle, and the Ice Horse on the other side. So we will not be playing for weakness. That would be Steel. And his max damage output is 250 with his, at least with his just attack. Okay. That's a pretty solid start for him. That Sawable line in the back will draw him the cards he needs starting next turn. Okay. They're either overplaying their hand or they have the Drizzile in hand already, because they really want to be able to evolve these guys next turn. No energy, so we will not have a chance to use these hammers now, but with the Marnie we can save them for later. I am A-okay with that. Mew 3. No weakness to worry about with Mew 3. And I'm thinking we grab the PikaRom here. The Paralyze is nice, but there's a fair amount of switches in this deck, and 250 is not enough to do a whole lot, so yeah, we're just going to grab PikaRom. There we go on that. We don't have any energy at this point, so we are A-okay to... No, chat, I want to go with the Mew 3 play here, I think, just because the potential is there for an evolution, accelerate the energy with Melanie. The potential is here that he's going to do 250 damage this turn coming up, and that obviously combined with a boss would be enough to OHKO PikaRom. So we have the switch and the speed energy. We also have the balloon in play, so a lot of good options on the board. And it would appear that Chris continues to have energy problems, which seems kind of unbelievable given the double Drizzile evolution he's going to get this turn. Chris, you going to play that Drizzile? Okay. There we go. Oh, chat, that path to the P card is a big problem for us. I'd forgotten that so many of these ice decks play it. We do have, I do believe, 2. That is unfortunate, chat. Alright, so we play our speed energy. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can do 120, 130 with this chip. And that's a significant chip. Calyrex certainly has a lot of healing in it. We continue to not have any draw support. Oh, the Mew 3 plays great for not getting O-code, but not so great at the moment. We are going to go ahead and take our chip. And we are really kind of largely counting on getting the Chaos Well out into play very soon, which means we desperately need some kind of deck cycling. Our Marnie, maybe they'll do us a favor and give us the Marnie, however, they got a nice full hand over there, and a full bench of Sobbles and Drizz Isles, which is pretty crazy. They discarded that energy. That means the Melanie's coming. There's the Melanie. There's the evolution. Okay. Okay, they played the second energy first. Now comes the evolution. I might have to go grab an Evo Incense. Okay, Pokeko. Same idea. So they will Evo. They will discard that energy, and they'll have their KO. Our Mew 3 is unable to do anything. We do have our switches in hand. That unfortunately still only gives us one. Oh, okay. That puts him into range for the Oko. That is unfortunate all the way around, chat. Oh, hum. Well, like I said before, we have these switches in play, so... Okay, we do have deck cycling available to us. We do have one energy to accelerate. So I think that's what we're going to do here, chat. It's unusual. Oh, Prism Star Pokemons have a rule box, chat. I did not realize this, and that certainly makes life significantly more difficult for us. Okay. What do we do? I feel fairly positive saying we don't win this game if we don't get this KO. So I think we have to energy switch Marnie and just hope beyond hope that we get our Chaos Well. Okay. And try to drop the hammer on that energy back there. That does help us. A late round Boltund feels good, and we can discard the second regular energy, and we can go grab a Dedenne. Do we want the Dedenne or we want the Crobat? Oh, I think nothing matters. Nothing matters here, chat, if we don't get our stadium into play. I should have... Oh, chat, I forgot. Path to the Peak. Path to the Peak. Definitely blowing this deck up very bad. Let's see. He's gonna get 3 at some point. I think we just cycle up the Boltund and make him pay the energy if he's gonna get his KO. This at least forces him to grit 2 energy onto the field on a VMAX and then discard that energy for only 2 prize cards. Okay, so that was a quick ball. Yeah, that was a quick ball that we used to go fetch down the Dedenne. And obviously that was a misplay. What could we have grabbed there that would have made a difference? I'm not sure there's anything we could have grabbed to make a difference. Path to the Peak. Really messing up the Mew 3 play. It's been a while since I played this deck, like I said. There's the double energy on the VMAX. He already played the Melanie, so he can't boss out. 200 for the 330. So, I mean, if I manage to get our stadium somehow, he can do his thing here. Yeah, Cherish Ball's not going to help us at all. Yeah. Good game. He won, guys. Nothing we can do there at that point. Ouch. 3-1. Largely on a misplay on my part. If we don't play that Mew3, Path to the Peak doesn't hurt us nearly that bad. So, a reminder for those of you guys who might be playing PikaRom, if you see the Ice Horse, leave the Mew3 on the bench. Leave the Mew3 in the discard pile if you can. Rain. Oh, rain. I like that. Got the Boltund, got the PikaRom, got the Deck Cycle, and 2 energy to put on the discard pile. That all feels real good, chat. That's a nice start. And that is not a nice start for Rain. Ouch. Okay. Bada bing. Bada boom. Double discard there. They have an awful hand. We don't want to reset it. We will go ahead and get our 2 energy in the discard pile. We can, let's see. We still don't even know what we're playing against, chat, which is a bit scary. And perhaps reason enough to just kind of stand pat on what we got here. Yeah, you know, I think we're just going to stand on this because we don't really know if we want to bring... I don't really know if we want to bring the Alolan Raichu or if we want to bring out the Mew3 for our other main attacker. Oh, boy. Remember we were talking about the Bears and how bad of a matchup that is for us? We're about to put that to the test. They had a very bad bricked hand 1. But Rapid Strike Urshifu is the worst imaginable matchup for us. Mega bench damage is a big problem for this deck. Rack it all up. That does definitely mean we played our hand right last turn, chat. We are very, very happy to be able to go grab our Mew3 here, which does have a type advantage for us. So we drop the energy there, we'll switch him up to the top. We want this reset stamp later. We shouldn't need the Boltund later on, so we can get rid of him in favor of the Mew3. They're not playing Path to the Peak. They've already shown that they're playing their Rapid Strike Tower, so we can do that. We'll Marnie. Ooh, they have a small hand over there. But we'd love to keep this reset stamp for later in game. Ooh. Oh, you know, I think the odds of them being bricked over there are pretty strong. So I really feel like we just kind of we leave them there with that hand potentially in trouble. We'll see if we can get that energy knocked off. Oh, that feels good, chat. That feels very, very good. And we'll just take our acceleration. Drop it onto the aforementioned Mew3. We are out of energy in the deck, or at least normal energy. Only 1 speed energy, so there are 3 more speed energy somewhere. They could be prized, but I'm not doing a very good job of keeping track of all of that. I do think we have 2 in the discard, right? So we could play this quick ball for the Tapu and accelerate 2 more energy. They continue to be able to cycle there, so we made the right play there on the previous turn. They get their switch here, they get their KO. That's what's so rough with this deck, is it just takes... Oh, I lucked out there, chat. We can boss him forward and get our KO here, correct? because we can use the 200 GX, double that for 400. Clearly gets our KO. So we will drop our balloon here. We'll retreat out for the Mew3. We're gonna boss up that big boy, and we can play our speed energy here. We can cycle with the Dedenne, however, we can cycle next turn with the Professor Researches and not continue to put liabilities on the bench. So I think we just kind of want to come here, grab our Coco, continue accelerating. There we go with all of that. Feels pretty good. Next turn we'll have another energy to play, and we can take our 200 KO right now. Yeah, we are just going to take our KO here. We don't have any other major attacker on the bench. We get our 3 prize cards. We are out GXs at this point, but we have 1 billion energy. They have none. Our Boltund is well charged. We're dealing weakness energies with MU3. I feel pretty good about this, chat. It would appear at the moment that we're going to be A-okay. Is that the promo Inteleon? That's actually pretty cool looking. I'm really digging that. We can play our Eldegoss, go grab our boss's orders that we played last turn. We can bring up the baby bear and get our KO. Oh, well, they just stopped weakness. That is unfortunate. 150 damage isn't great. Okay, okay. We will... Oh, well, everything just changed their chat because we just got Marnied. So let's see what we can do now. We do have 1 energy in the bottom of the pile now. Okay. We'll start off by messing up their stadium situation. Okay, there we go, chat. 4 and 1. Boom! Feels good. Yay! Pikachu and friends, very happy for us, chat. We are running up this ladder very fast. However, we're down to 42 minutes and need 7 more wins to get there. So I'm not feeling great about those odds. However, if we do superbly for the next 42 minutes, we might get our ticket for the day. I think that's a 7 or 8 wins. So that's the goal for us now. We're not going to be able to complete our daily ladder, but we might chat be able to go get a aforementioned ticket for future tournaments. Oh, sorry. The words are just failing to come to me. Ooh, no. Okay, chat. No Boltund. No draw power. We do have the double hammers. I think we're going second here. I was not paying a whole lot of attention on that coin flip. Ho hum. Oh, okay, Blissey. This is kind of an interesting matchup. It has the energy, I believe, that keeps us from paralyzing. We don't do a ton of damage with this deck. The hammers will help us control that energy. I don't feel like this is an awesome matchup for us, honestly, guys. I feel like this is kind of a weak sauce matchup for us. Dangerous matchup. Okay, we do get the Marnie. We will go ahead and try to control that energy while we can. Of course, the tails. Can we get lucky this time, chat? Double tails? Of course not. This energy on the PikaRom really does nothing for us. So we're just going to Marnie, hope we can get our Boltund switch energy. It's a lot of cards to ask for in a Marnie. we can go get 2 GX EXs. That doesn't help us that much. Well, unfortunately, I think we're just playing the speed energy. The fan of waves helps. We can knock the energy off there. And we got the Marnie in hand for next turn. We can electromagnet. We have to discard 2 cards. Yeah, we're just sitting on this hand, chat. We're just gonna sit on this hand. A lot of energy in the discard pile there. They're also dropping the hammer, chat. Okay. We're not going to need the switch. We can discard 1 regular energy. So we will go ahead and see what we can grab here. Oh, Alolan Raichu is hiding somewhere. I feel like, honestly, we don't want either of those. We really kind of wanted the Alolan Raichu for the potential para, but alas, we did not get it. The Dedenne might feel like a good play. Honestly, I don't think we want either of those, and we don't want to hide the Dedenne. We can hide the PikaRom in the bottom. That's fine. We're going to put PikaRom on the bottom of the deck, I guess. Could we please get a Boltund? Not a Boltund, but a Mew 3. That is useful to us, at least. We can drop that Mew 3 there. What do we want to Cherish Ball up here, chat? And I think at this point we have to Dedenne switch. We have to get something going here, chat. So that's going to put 2 lightning energy in the discard. There's the Boltund. Okay. We can accelerate 2 energy here. Unfortunately, we did not get the switch that we were rooting for. Okay. 30, 60, 90, 120, 130, 160 for 200. There's a really good chance that he's getting his KO here, guys. We do have 2 deck cycles. I think we're just going to drop on Mew 3. Because I feel real strongly that PikaRom's probably getting KO'd this turn. Cape is certainly going to hurt. With Alolan Raichu in the prize pile, we don't have a way to paralyze. Yeah, this just doesn't feel good. No matter how you break it down, chat. I don't see how we win this. Are they playing Path to the Peak? Doesn't Path to the Peak stop? Oh no, their ability is stop. Oh, they didn't get the KO, chat. Okay, that's not. That means we could have played better last turn, honestly. But okay, we get a chance to swing at one of their energy, and we miss as always. As always, there. Okay. I kind of feel like. Oh, they played Path to the Peak, chat, and that doesn't mess up their deck. Oh boy. Oh boy. You know what? We're just gonna spread our energy thin here. If we don't get a switch, we lose the game, no matter how this plays out. So we're dropping our energy there. We're rooting for a switch. kinda got the switch. We gotta pay for it here. We did not get our stadium that we are desperately looking for. So I think we're running Boltund. We'll accelerate the normal energy. Or sorry, discard the normal energy. And bang for the acceleration. Again, just kind of spreading it even here. 2 and 3. He's gonna get his KO on this Boltund here. And we are again, because of Path to the Peak, in the desperate position of just needing our Chaos Will. U3 always felt like a good safe play, but I'm gonna guess at this point, with so many decks playing Path to the Peak, you might just be better off playing it safe with the Alolan Raichu when you can. Banging for big damage there. We do get to get a big chip and accelerate damage there. The reset stamp, man, would have been nice later. Not now so much. Oh, we haven't played our Coco yet, so we can also accelerate that away. Yeah, I really think we just... Oh, okay. Oh, he doesn't... he's up there. We did so use our Tapu Koko. Okay, we can get rid of that guy. We're just gonna research all this out. Desperately need to find our stadium. There's the swell that we have been looking for. That feels good. We can get our 150 for the big chip and the acceleration. Is that enough energy, Chad? That might not be enough. No, we needed 6 energy there. It's only 4. That's not good. They're definitely going to have healing in hand. That's what this deck does. I think we just threw away a lot of the speed energy too, so not looking great for us. I've played 1 escape rope and 0 switches. So what we're going to attempt to do next turn, well, they're throwing their hand away. They might be throwing away some switches. Still only 1 escape rope. So we're going to try to boss in this Blissey in the back. Try to get it stuck there. They're expensive retreats, so if they don't have the switches and cards like that, then they pretty much are in trouble. We've already discarded our reset stamp, so that's not awesome, but pretty much in a position where we have to boss him in. PikaRom, Boltund, none of these guys are going to save the day. So if we have another Dedenne or something like that, we do not, but we can at least get this out of the way for potential draw next turn. You know, it feels like paralyzing is a good move, but it just doesn't work because the only way that he's going to be able to retreat that anyway is with a switch card. So, yeah. He's got the switch and he wins the game here. I'd almost guarantee you. Look at all those cards in his hand, and there's only 1 escape rope in the discard. So, feels just about impossible for him to not have what he needs here. Does he really not have a switch? He He just did that. Is he just slow playing me? Is he angry that I took so long last turn, chat? I'm sorry, Ill Squeeze. I'm trying to explain to the people. The people have got to know. He really didn't have a switch card there, chat. It's actually kind of intriguing. I don't think that helps us. No, we cannot do a professor's research because that would deck us out. We can, however, one time here, paralyze. The question here really is, I think we deck out before he does, right? Is there anything we can do here to not deck out before he does? There's the switch. Okay. What was he doing? Can't these Pokegears find that? Oh, it's a supporter card, not an item card. No, so there's... Well, chat, we lost that one. Another situation where we probably lost a turn to Mew 3 and Path to the Peak, so we might slow down a little bit on the Mew 3 play with this deck. Used to be fairly safe play. Oh, I say that. And then the only Pokemon in our hand is the Mew 3, of course. We do have the Air Balloon, a Quick Ball, and an Energy, a Grunt, and a Research. Oh boy. Well, Shadow Rider VMAX deck. We'll try to hammer off as much energy as we can, but they just attach it so fast. And of course we're going first on top of it all. You know, we've got some good stuff on our hand. I don't think we're going to want to research at the end of this turn. We are going to want a Boltund though. Ah, shiny Boltund gone. One Mew 3, one Raichu, and only, oh no, all three PikaRom. We have our Coco. One Crobat. Are we missing all our Dedenes? And no, both our Dedenes. We have all of our Pokemon that are critical for this deck. Drop that there. I think we want to keep this Mew 3 just kind of safe for next turn. So we will switch in while we know we can. And we would rather take the chip damage on the Mew 3. We want both hammers for next turn. We want Marnie. We potentially want Grunt. I don't think we want to discard any of that with the Quick Ball yet. Oh boy, chat. Here it goes. The infamous Shadow Rider Cali deck. So at least we are in position where we will be able to accelerate energy, even if we do get Gengar, which certainly looks like we're getting Gengar here. Why did they go grab the all creamy VMAX? Okay, so chat, let's talk about this. Okay, you don't play all the cards in your hand. You don't play every card you can play. That's not the way to win at Pokemon. Now, why? Unless he purposely wanted to discard that VMAX, like, that is a really terrible play for him. Why would he want to do that? Okay, we got double Marnies in hand. So here we go on that. We can go grab our PikaRom, which is most assuredly our play. Especially the way things have been going lately. We can try to hammer off that energy first. Tails. Tails, I'm pretty sure if you've been counting at home, that amounts to 4, count them, 4 tails in a row. We'll take our speed energy there. And we're just gonna, I guess we're grunting that energy back into their hand. And we'll charge up the PikaRom. You know, we have the Marnie in hand, we have the energy in hand. I'm going to split this energy up a little bit, just on the off chance that they get a big Gengar roll and they Marnie a ton of cards on our hand, there's a potential that they could Oko PikaRom this turn or next. So we'll split up the energy there so that they can't destroy the deck in one foul swoop. The energy acceleration and draw power has begun, chat. Okay, they Marnied us out of our hand. So that's a bit of a shame, because we had some decent stuff there. We did get another Marnie, another hammer. Maybe we can make it 7 tails in a row. We should start a heads tails counter as well, guys. That'd be great, right? Just to see just how unlucky we are in a given day. That feels like it could be a good thing to keep track of. Okay. Also, getting rid. I do feel like, I mean, I don't see his hands, chat. You never know. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's kind of bad for him. Another tails, chat. Are you seeing this? 1, 2. So we can, if we get the energy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, we can't boss and Marnie. It doesn't work that way, chat. So I think we're just Marnieing this. The Bolton doesn't help us. If we boss up, we don't have anybody who can attack, and we'd have to discard stuff we don't want to there. We got our speed energy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wouldn't you know it, that chat? That is exactly 160. 160 does feel very, very good for this deck. There is the Alolan. We would rather discard that if we're able to. Boy, we'd rather discard that if we're able to. We're gonna go ahead and take our KO here. You know, with that Gengar on the other side, it probably would have been a better play to use some of these support cards, but if he jumps directly to the Poltegeist, we misplayed. He probably wants to, no, you know, it's so late and we have so much set up. He probably feels like it's too late for him to, for Horror House to make a difference. So we could have gotten 3. We could have gotten 4 of these item cards out of our hands, which would have made Gengar pretty toothless. Instead, we're sitting here expecting him to KO us, which doesn't feel great. That's a misplay. That is definitely a misplay here. Oh, and even worse, he's playing the Chaos Swells. I was holding it worried about what he might do. Oh. Dang, chat. 500 damage. That don't feel good. Only 1 energy on that Mew still. We can go PikaRom, which is scary and possibly a misplay as well. 2, 4, 5. I could have only. Okay. Alright. Well, it is what it is now, chat. Not really. We can still switch and balloon out and do some other things. Chat. So I think we're in a place here where we just have to get as much of this out of our hand as we can. We can reset them. Yeah, this all feels pretty good. We're not going to need another PikaRom. We'll reset it up. Dump that. Let's not hold on to a bunch of trainer cards this time, chat. Okay. 60 for each card. That one does 30 for each card attached. So I think we just make it harder for this Alcremie to attack. We can still render. Let's see, still only one energy there, but we can dedenne that energy back in. So we're not going to want the Mu3 again. We can throw it away. Now we can accelerate our energy fully. Okay. And we can quick ball one of these energy away. The Marnie could be useful, as could the other. And probably the most useful card here would be probably a Crobat for... Well, no. If we feel like we're desperate for something, we might want to play that Dedenne next turn. So there we go. 150 it. Sweet, we still had our 3 energy there. So next turn we can do 250 damage with Alolan Raichu. That feels good. So 60, 120, 180 is the most that Alcremie VMAX can do this turn, as far as I can tell. Gengar's sitting here at a pitiful 50. He can be looking at what we said he can get to 3 energy over here. So if everything plays perfect for them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 180, 190. So it doesn't look like we're at risk of an Oko here. However, we're going to be very much at risk of a boss's orders for the rest of the game. So it is going to be super critical for us to continue managing the energy on the other side of the board. Oh, they locked us. Interesting. Now he can do 150 damage. We're going to take out 2 energy. It cost a ton to retreat. However, if we retreated, we'd still get our KO, and we would not be at risk for the rest of the game of an Oko from a boss. That also nets us 3 prizes, and then we would just be able to boss in the Crobat for game. I think we just take our KO here, chat. I am shocked, no pun intended, that that was the play that they made there. If they're able to get their Oko here, more power to them. And they might be able to with the Alcremie, right? They should be able to double accelerate. They get 240. Chat, yeah, they're almost guaranteed to get this Oko, now that I look at it. Well, not if they play their energy there. Whoa. Whoa, what? Oh, Alcremie can discard from any Pokemon? Chat, that is broken. That is a broken card, chat. Holy cow. Okay, I'll know for next time. They can't just discard energy from Alcremie. They can discard energy from anywhere on the board with that. That is pretty darn broken in that deck, chat. That is a lot of damage. Wow. Okay, so in hindsight, I should have retreated and left the Boltund up front. That would have forced them to have a boss in hand. I mean, they probably had the boss in hand, or probably lost the game at that point already. But, yeah, had we paid for the retreat, we would have at least forced them to have another card for the win. quite night worthy. It takes us to, I believe, 4 and 3 on the day. Not as great as we had hoped for, chat. We haven't seen any ADP. He's got the retreat of 3, but at the moment Crobat's the only support we have. For draw support, rather. Ho hum, chat. This is not great for us. Swap line starting in the back already. The quick reminder that we do not want to play Mew 3 against this deck, chat. No, we do not. To the contrary, we would very much rather anything else, basically. Okay. I guess we're going Boss Energy Crow here, just because we need some different cards than this, chat. So this only draws us, I think, 2 cards. It doesn't draw us any cards because of Path to the Peak. Ah, chat. Okay. One day I will remember what that stadium does. In the meantime, chat. Ugh. I'm gonna get the turn 1 KO here, isn't he? Dang, chat. That's GG. Sometimes, even if you play your cards perfect, which we did not there, but no matter what we did there, we were getting no code. And in fact, if we didn't play the Crobat, it was game over right now. At least right now, if we got a Marnie or a Professor's Research, we're still in the game. But we didn't. That's GG. We'll tell him he played well. He did. Ouch, to 4 and 4. And 12 minutes, chat. 12 minutes. I'll tell you what, we're going to switch to ADPZ here real quick. I know. You guys hate it. But when I need wins in 12 minutes, this is the 3-turn win deck. So this is about as fast as I can potentially win a game. I've never seen those deck sleeves before. It's kind of sweet. ADP would prefer to go first. I don't care what people are saying with Peony. Yeah, I've got Peonies in this deck, but I'm telling you guys, it is just not a consistent turn 1 altered creation. It's just not. And when you're sitting there on turn 2 and you've already gotten chipped into, it's really not fun. So, listen, ADP still wants to go turn 1. That's not a lot of context. Dragapult. Okay. Dragapult doing the 5 damage to the back row. 130 up front, if I remember right, on the VMAX. And the Path to Peak means we're not I wasn't planning on cycling with Dedenne anyway, because of the back row chip. We don't want to present easy targets like that. We haven't seen any energy switches yet, so we're going to try to save this water energy. We'll dump the rest here. Unfortunately, Zacian not looking too likely to get what we need to get here. He can't use his Intrepid Sword. We want the Sobble out front. The Zamazenta could be useful for us later in game, but I don't think we want to show it yet while Path to the Peak is out. And Crobat doesn't help us cycle. So there we go. We're doing a bunch of nothing. decent chance. At least we have the research in our hand, and still no energy. Not energy shares. What is that, chat? Energy switch. I haven't seen an energy switch yet. So we're probably... I've already discarded 2 steel and a saucer. None of that feels great. But if we're gonna get our ADP off next turn, we pretty much just have to play Zamazenta for next turn, and then the research. Let's see, Peony, we could grab a Great Ball. And a Stadium? Can I could grab a Great Ball Stadium. Or not Great Ball, Cherish Ball Stadium. Could grab ADP, cover that up. Still doesn't get us anywhere near what we really need. So yeah, we just have to research to get the cards we need. And this does certainly appear to be our last game of the night, chat. I hate to say that, but... There's the U-turn. Zacian getting the big chip. I was right, 130 and 5 to the bench. Unfortunately, Zamazenta still takes the bench damage, so it's a good thing that we didn't play him last turn. Saved ourselves 5 damage there. We do grab the Zamazenta, we grab the balloon so we can switch out next turn. And we still need to be able to play an energy more than likely. So, bye-bye, there's an ADP. A metal saucer, but still no energy switches, chat. Somehow, some way, there are still no energy switches on the board. We don't want to take the chip, so we'll take the saucer. Oh, you know, Altered Creation still is messing with Zamazenta's ability as well. Chat, oh chat, oh chat, what are we gonna do here? We don't want to play ADP and expose him to the chip. Zamazenta's in trouble. I think we're just sitting on this, right? We can't cycle with Crows or Dedenes. We're just sitting on that, chat, and that feels real ugly. That feels real bad. Oof, he's bossing up the Zamazenta while he can. That certainly doesn't feel good. Now he's pretty much a turn away from victory. We have to play something, or else he will get the KO next turn. We will go ahead and boss in. He has no cards in his hand, so it is pretty likely that we can... Yeah, so we're gonna boss in this Dragapult. He would need an energy to do anything with it. He's probably playing the Scoops, so... Yeah. Defensive bosses never feel good, because, I mean, all it takes is for him to draw a research. Okay, he did not, in fact, draw his research. We can go grab an energy spinner. So we can start charging the ADP, should we choose. And we do. ADP in the water, and bada bing. We did manage to stall his deck out here. Ah, that path is still creating problems with just about every deck we play. Very frustrating. We get our steal, however, no way to switch him in. That don't feel super great. If we're gonna win this game, we're gonna have to do it with the Altered Creation in play. You know, we can... No, Eldegoss's ability doesn't work either. So, it is what it is, chat. We sit here for another turn. Alright, Dragoneel. Playing the snipe one? Okay, so... a little surprised by that choice. If I'm able to get that stadium out of play, Zamazenta definitely becomes the threat very quickly. Unfortunately, we're just going to pay for our retreat here. That certainly does not feel good, but... Two researches out, a peony out. And that's probably going to unbrick his hand. Good news here is if he unbricks it with a switch, there's a decent little chance. Okay, well there's the 220. That's why I don't feel great. Look at that hand. It is so hard to imagine that he doesn't have a switch in all of that. More snipe damage. 150, 170. 210's worth 3 turns away from Zamazenta just being sniped out of the game. 90, 210. Still 3 turns away from Zamazenta being sniped out of the game. I got the escape buoy on him there. Crobat does not have the switch card. So we can get the Crobat in to make things difficult for him. We still have no ability to cycle or do really anything, so we stand here hoping that he doesn't have any other ways to switch again. Which we've been doing a lot of that. Just hoping beyond hope that he doesn't have what he needs. We're going to get sniped out this turn, aren't we? Yeah, Zamazenta gets sniped out this turn. There's the special energy for the retreat. That gets into 260, 280. So this is game. He's taking game right here, chat. He'll pay for the retreat. He'll snipe on the front row. And the rest of it does full damage there. Yep. And 30 in the back. Bada bing, bada boom. Lost more than we won today, chat. That is not the mission. That was not the goal coming in. We were hoping for a quick path to, our at least 7 or 8 wins. How did that not do the bench damage? Did he miscalculate? It doesn't matter what we do here. He can just snipe for the 20 damage. We're just going to concede and give him the game. He miscounted there, but he was still going to win the game next turn. So, GG. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm sorry that we did not have a ton of success today. Like I said before, our hours probably shifting more to the late afternoon. And I hope to see you tomorrow, probably around the same time, probably around 5, 6 p.m. most days. So, peace out. Let's do it again.